Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited about today's topic. I'm going to be talking about how I made over $3,000 this Black Friday weekend. Now, this video is not to brag. This video is to inspire and show you what exactly I do to achieve $3,000 in a matter of 2 days. So I wanted to share these tips and tricks with you because not long ago, I was in the same predicament that I wasn't making any money online. And as a matter of fact, my first 5 years in my last 10 years of my career, I actually did a lot of mistakes. And my first 5 years, I actually spent more money than I ever made back. So I wanted to share these tips and tricks, especially after noticing that many of you guys were messaging me or putting comments on your Facebook page that you didn't make any sales this Black Friday weekend, or if you did, you spend more money on advertising than you did on selling. And I kind of wanted to cover that with you guys to help you guys for the following year and help you for 2020. So if you want to learn what exactly I do in order to make money online, make sure that you watch all the way till the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe today. Show me some love by liking this video, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what type of niche you're in. What do you sell online? What is the biggest struggle for you? Let me know in the comment section. And also talk about fears. I think fears is a big one. I know personally I have many fears. Even till now, I have many fears that, every day I'm like, okay, I'm going to tackle that fear. So just talk about those type of fears that you have when it comes to selling online. Let me know in the comment section. So let's go ahead and dive in. So my biggest advice is to find your niche. I know it sounds like cliche. Everybody talks about it, but it's honestly the truth. Finding your niche is going to help you set yourself apart from everyone else. Originally, when I first started in the digital space, I was actually a blogger, and I was talking about everything and anything you needed to know about digital marketing. So my blog, which is my original blog, nancybadillo.com, originally started with, I used to talk about PPC. I used to talk about how to build a website. I talked about social media. I talked about blogging. I talked about how to rank on the search results, so SEO. I talked about how to get backlinks for the SERPs and gain authority in Google. It was all over the place. Another thing that the biggest mistake also that I made was not only was it about too many topics, so I couldn't really define my target audience, basically. On top of that, I was in a world of bigger bloggers like Neil Patel and other big time bloggers that I'm drowning in that sea, basically. There's so many people out there that talk about digital space. So for me, it was just too much competition, basically. Plus, I was all over the place. And on top of that, I have not defined my particular niche. So therefore, finding my target audience is a lot harder when you're trying to target 10 different types of people versus just sticking with one type of person that you want to target. And that is the biggest lesson I have learned. And trust me, back in the day, when I first started, I used to go to a lot of summits. I used to go to a lot of conference, and many people said, find your niche, find your niche. And I will ignore that. And I would say, I have my niche. It's digital marketing. But I guess I really didn't comprehend that finding your niche is basically micro niching. It's like really, really getting very specific, not being so broad, like getting very, very specific that you micro niche that niche. And that's how you become an authority and you become a leader industry in that particular niche. And that was like kind of like my biggest mistake. So finding your niche is going to help you with everything that you see in the screen. It's going to help you identify your target audience a lot easier. You're going to become the expert in that niche. It's going to help you stand out from your competitors. You're going to be able to dominate the search results by receiving authority from Google and other large search engines. It's going to help you demonstrate your trustworthiness as a business owner. You'll be able to meet customer-specific needs. It helps you build credibility as an industry leader, and it helps streamline your business, which as a result improves efficiency, productivity, and customer satisfaction. Finding your niche is really, really important. Don't ignore it. I'm sure that you have heard this a million times. Find your niche and then, do everything to become the industry leader in that particular niche. And if the niche is too saturated, you might have to micro niche and go to another level of that. So if don't, find a niche like home decor, that's too broad. That could be pretty much anything. Maybe you could micro niche and your home decor now becomes candles, and that's what you sell. Candles to decorate your home. Or maybe you micro niche and now what you sell are pillows, right? Pillows for couches, pillows for beds, pillows for nursery, etc. But you just micro niche on that specific and you become an industry leader of that specific niche. If you do that, it's a lot easier to find your target audience that you could potentially market your products to and get sales. If you are all over the place, and let's say that your Etsy store, or whether you have your own website or your small business, it doesn't matter. This video is for anyone that wants to start a business or have a business out there, whether you are an Etsy seller or you have your own small business owner. So when you start, if you are all over the place and you have different products, it's a lot harder to find your target audience. So if you have an Etsy store, let's say, and you sell mugs, you sell top bags, you sell pillows, you sell prints, you sell wedding invites, you're all over the place. It's a lot harder for you to sit down and say, okay, my target audience is a woman from age 30 to 45 that's married and needs home decor, because you have so many variations. You might have, let's say, men's socks now. So now you have two different types of audience. You have the woman that is home decor that might buy your pillows, but then you got the men that might buy your socks. But then you have, let's say you sell wedding stuff. You have the bride. It's too many people that you're trying to show your products to. So by micro niching and selecting one particular audience and just sticking with that audience and sticking with that particular person you want to target, it's a lot easier. And you'll get, when you show your ads, you'll show them to relevant people if you do run any ads, or if you do any organic campaigns. I do a lot of organic campaigns. If you do any organic campaigns, which means that you're not running any ads, maybe you do a video like I do, maybe you do a post on your Instagram, maybe you do a post on your Facebook group. When you do campaigns like that, because you have a target audience already, it's a lot easier to get more sales. It is a lot of work. I won't deny it. Starting a business is a lot to learn, so you can easily get overwhelmed. But the most important thing is to realize that finding your niche is really, really important, because then you could target your ideal customer. Ultimately, you want to target the ideal customer to get sales. That's just the bottom line. Anything out there, if you sell baby stuff, you wouldn't target a man, right? And if you sell wedding stuff, you wouldn't target kids or, young adults. It's just the bottom line. When you sell, you have to have a niche. That's just my particular take on it. And then you target those people. Now, certain stores, you could have different variations. If you sell, let's say, custom items, and you sell everything custom, like you custom pillows, you custom ornaments, you custom robes, and etc. That could be a niche on its own, because you're doing personalized items that you could custom make for a present. In that type of niche, I do think that it is okay to have different variations. Would it be a little bit hard to target? Yes, but at least you are you're niche down in the sense that you are personalizing items versus you're just selling everything and anything in your store. So the biggest secret out there is just niche down, find your target audience, promote your stuff to them. That's just the bottom line. In addition to that, I would say the other thing that has helped me a lot is providing value. What do you provide your audience that's different from everyone else? Do you just spam? Do you try to sell all the time? or do you promote value? So if you sell, let's say, wedding dresses, right? Maybe you could start a Facebook group where you showcase the process of creating a wedding dress to teach others, or to have people that are already interested in your product see how you do it. Maybe you could do articles about the top 10 wedding trends for 2020. Those are type of things that you're providing value to your audience, driving more traffic back to your audience, growing your email list with that traffic, and then you could remarket them your products. That's kind of what you want to do. And I'm going to show you all of my social media platforms and everything I do, so you can see that what I'm telling you today, I'm not just telling you that. I'm telling you that because that's what I do. And I want to show you guys. Most of you guys already have seen my different platforms, if not one or two at least. But I wanted to showcase them to you guys because I don't want to tell you do this and you're like, well, you don't do that. I actually do this. I niched down. I went from everybody and anybody, and I niched it down to Etsy sellers and small business owners. That's who I target now. If in the future, I want to target Etsy sellers, small business owners, and other areas like passive income online. But I'm very niche versus before I was like all over the place talking about every single topic, and therefore I wasn't finding my target audience to excel my business. The reason why I now understand why I did so well in affiliate marketing, because I've been doing affiliate marketing now for 10 years, was because with affiliate marketing, I was structuring my ads to my target audience, and therefore I was very successful with them. I don't know why I didn't apply that sooner to my blog. Sometimes we self-sabotage ourselves. Sometimes we have the answer and we don't do it. Sometimes we could hear it 50 times. We could watch 10 videos, everybody's saying the same thing, and we still don't do it. That's what happened with me. So kind of wanted to show you one of my stores. This is one of my smaller stores. I only have 120 listings, I think. As you can see, for the month of November 1st to the 30th, I didn't run no advertising, zero advertising. I just promoted in social media, in direct or other traffic, which means I share my link, Etsy search results, and SEO. SEO is the big one for me. As you can see, majority of my traffic is coming from SEO, which means that, it's really, really important to get your SEO done correctly. But as you guys could see, for being such a small store, I make a nice income. This is passive income. I'm not shipping anything to anybody. So I don't have no overhead expense. I don't have no shipping expense. I basically made $788. And on top of that, because on this particular store, I have over 5,000 free listings. I actually don't pay every time I renew my listings. I've been free for a couple, I want to say 1 or 2 years now. I've been free because every month I get more free listings. And I have a video on that. I will link it below, how I get free listings, in case you guys want to watch it. But this is, for me, it's just passive income. It's extra money that I could invest back to my business. And the matter of fact that I don't spend any advertising, and there's no overhead expense for me, and this is the total that I made. This is what I make back versus processing fee that Etsy charges is not that bad. And then this is from one of my courses for this month. I have a total so far of earnings, $1,800 for 80 courses sold, and this is sold in the matter of Black Friday weekend. So both of these sales, majority of the sales is from Black Friday weekend. So kind of wanted to show you guys it is possible if you niche it down. So let's go ahead and look at my platforms, because I kind of want to show you one by one to give you an example of exactly what I do. Okay, so here we are. So I'm going to show you some of my platforms that I currently use on a consistent basis. The first one is my Etsy store. This is my smaller store. I have bigger stores. I have 5 additional stores. But this is the one that I use more for when I do YouTube videos, when I do examples of updating listings. I use this one particularly. I used to use my other ones, and I was getting copyrighted. People were stealing my keywords, stealing a lot of stuff that I noticed because I was exposing all of my stores. So therefore I created a store that I only promote when I do YouTube, which is this one here. So this is the one that has only 127 listings. It's very small, but it makes me good money continuously every month. And all of it is passive income because everything is a digital download on my store. So this is one of them. As you guys could see, it's centered around small business owners. So this store, I'm gonna revamp it for 2020 and do more planners and stuff for Etsy sellers. It just that takes so much time, but that's what the store is going to go to. It's going to be different planners. I'm going to remove a lot of stuff that I'm currently not selling, like logos and stuff, and I'm just going to replace it with planners and helping small business owners with things that are already pre-made to save people time. So that's kind of like the route that I'm going with it. But the route that I'm going with it is all niche related to Etsy sellers and small business owners. And that's technically what you want to do. You want to provide products and services that are for your particular niche. I have my Instagram account. So as you guys can see, I have a small following compared to like other people that are way bigger than me, 45,000. I remember a couple years ago, someone on my Facebook group was like, oh, well, of course, it's going to be easy for you because you have a large following. What you have to keep in mind is that majority of this following, I built over 10 years. So it's very low for being 10 years. I actually lost a lot of followers when I started doing more Etsy and small business because a lot of these followers were following me because of the digital marketing. They're not interested in Etsy. So majority of these followers are not interested on Etsy. Majority of them actually left because of it. They like unsubscribe from my Instagram account. So just keep that in mind. When you look at someone's account, don't like prejudge because you don't know what they were doing beforehand. And that might be the reason why their engagement is lower or why it might look like they have a high number, but in reality, they're working with lesser numbers. So my Instagram account, as you guys could see, is I have the word Etsy coach. I help Etsy sellers. I have the word digital marketing because that's what I do. And as you can see, everything is geared towards Etsy sellers and small business. So technically, that's what you want your Instagram account to be all about. Etsy, or not Etsy, but niche. Whatever your niche is, you have to start promoting products and services and provide value and quotes and whatever else you're going to add, but all related to business that you're in and that niche that you're in. And that's what I do. Another thing is consistency. Oh my God, it's really hard for me having a full-time job, having my full-time business, having my husband right now that I'm taking care of, having a toddler, and all these different like projects that I'm doing to run a business and coming up with ideas and coming up with different types of posts to create, etc. But it's being consistent. When you go to my account, you can see that I post on a regular basis. This was 19 hours ago. This was 22 hours ago. This was 1 day ago. This is 2 days ago. This is 2 days ago. So as you can see, some days I post 2 to 3 posts, 3. You'll never come to my account and see that I post one picture 3 months ago, or one of my pictures was like 2 weeks ago. You have to be consistent. When you're trying to grow a brand online and you're trying to grow your business, you have to promote consistent, whether you're doing it yourself. I actually have someone now that I hire and she does majority of my stuff online. But whether you're doing it by yourself, whether you have help, is consistent. I have been doing my branding by myself for 9 years. The last year is the first year that I have actually hired someone to help me. Before that, it was all by myself. So consistent. Another thing I did was in 2018, I started my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is all, as you guys are watching now, is all about helping small business owners build an impactful online business. So therefore, as you guys can see, I have tons of videos. I try to do one video per day. Even though I always say videos every week, honestly, it's like one per day. If you were to go back, almost every day I put one. The longest I've gone is like 3 or 4 days in between, but that's because I'm stuck doing orders or stuck doing something else. I have courses and stuff that I have to manage, so I've been doing that. But for the most part, I'm very consistent. I upload anywhere from 20 to 30 videos per month. Where other channels, they upload maybe, two videos every 2 weeks. If you're starting, quality is better than quality is better than quantity. However, sometimes producing more videos, it helps you develop other traits that otherwise you will never pick up on. Also, the more videos you provide, the higher the probability of people finding your YouTube channel. So it kind of works for me, but just make sure that you're consistent with your videos. And majority of my videos, if not 90% of them, are for Etsy sellers, and everything else is for small business. But even my small business videos, Etsy sellers could use. So it's kind of nice that way. But as you guys can see, I do a lot of videos. I have a free course that I offer on Etsy. I have tons of videos here to help. And I just share my opinions. I just share my experience. I'm not by far like an expert. I just share what I know to everyone else to help people grow. That's all I do, basically. So I also have a Facebook group that I started in 2018. So far, it's at 20,000 members. I have grown this organically also. I don't spend no ads on my Facebook group. It's all organic. I have an amazing group of people that have joined my Facebook group. And if you have any questions about Etsy or anything related to Etsy, you could ask, and I have amazing people that will help you answer your questions. But as you can see, I have an Etsy group as well. You could create a Facebook group on any type of niche. If you sell wreath, you could have a wreath group where you teach people how to do wreaths, and you could build your audience that way. And even that audience might buy from you, believe it or not. If you create candles, you could do a Facebook group where you teach others how to create candles, and you could grow as an industry leader of someone that makes candles, and eventually even target your candles to those people. Grow a blog where you teach other people how to do candles. Use all the types of platforms like Pinterest to grow your email list, etc., etc. But you could do this in any type of niche, and this is why I'm showing you guys this, because you could do it with any niche. I have Pinterest. Now, I will say Pinterest is my number one platform. This is where I have been able to grow my email list to 25,000 Etsy sellers in the last 2 years, which I think is really, really great for me not running any paid advertising to grow my email list. I have a course on Pinterest. If you're interested, I will leave it in the comment section below, where I teach you how to get these type of results. I get about 1 million impressions per view per month. This is my organic in the back end to kind of show you really quick. And in the last 30 days, I've gotten 1.52 million impressions. That means how many people have viewed the products, everything that I pin on Pinterest. But it's really, really, really great. I love Pinterest. I highly recommend for anyone that sells on an e-commerce platform, especially like Etsy, to start. Whether you sign up for my Pinterest course today or not, sign up for Pinterest for sure. It is amazing. And this is my Pinterest account. I have tons of pins, obviously, and all the ones on the top are everything that I promote. I promote other people's products, obviously. I have an Etsy group board as well that I let other people promote as well. Currently right now, I think I have over 99 Etsy sellers promoting their items in this group. Amazing group of people. So this is another way that I promote myself. I target my niche audience. I do a lot of articles that I post back to my blog where I collect emails, and then I remarket those people with my products, services, YouTube, affiliate marketing, and whatever else I want. Another thing I have is my blog. Obviously, like I told you guys, I started my blog 10 years ago. Originally, it was digital marketing all over the place. And then I went ahead and niched it down again. And now it's all about Etsy, Etsy sellers, small business owners. I still talk about social media. I still have other stuff, but now it's all about Etsy, majority of it, and small business. I also have free resources for Etsy sellers. Like if they want to know the top tools, I have over 300 tools here that I recommend. As you can see, I get a lot of traction from Pinterest, 1,200 share. That means people that landed on this page shared my article. I have freebies that people could sign up for. I have the free Etsy course. I have my Pinterest course, etc. So as you guys can see, it's all about Etsy, small business owners, and how to grow your business. And then I have my email list. And this is really, really important. I know many Etsy sellers like, how do I collect emails? I personally say, get a blog. Get a blog. Etsy makes it really hard to collect emails. Even when you ask people to send your email, it's so awkward because there's no way that they could just, enter their email. I personally always say, get a blog, even if you have a landing page where you send people. If you run a Facebook ad, let's say you run a Facebook ad or you run an Instagram ad, what you want to do is send those people to a landing page where you collect their emails for an exchange of a coupon. Let's say you give them a coupon of 10% off. Once they sign up for your email list, then they're rerouted back to your Etsy store where they could use their coupon. Ultimately, that's what you want to do. You never want to run a campaign of any sort, like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google AdWords, and not collect emails. Your main objective is to collect that email because these people are the people you're going to remarket again to. And if you don't collect an email, then it's harder for you to have a group of collective people that like your products that you could remarket to. And a lot of these people might go to your store and bounce. Like they'll go to your store, browse, never buy from you, and never come back from you. So you remarketing them again and keeping your brand in their email subscriber list, let's say, it makes them remember who you are. And then eventually they might not buy the first, the second, the third, but they might buy the fourth time. But that's ultimately the goal of an email list, is to remarket back to people. As you can see, the last month, I have collected 1,400 emails. This is how I do it. I use Pinterest. I use my Facebook group. I use my Instagram account. I niche down and I target a specific type of people. And that's all I do. And that's what you ultimately have to do, is you just have to do it for your particular niche. And I have my Twitter account. I'm not as active as I would like to be in Twitter. I am active in the sense of posting on a regular basis, as you guys could see. But I'm not active in the sense of responding back. I get so many messages because my following here is a lot larger than any other platform I have. So it's a little overwhelming with how many messages I get. So I do respond. It's just I don't respond to every single person like I do on YouTube or like I do on Instagram because I have a smaller platform. So just keep that in mind. As you grow, you are going to get pulled from different directions. I get about 80 messages on Facebook a day. I get about 5 to 10 emails of people requesting things from me, whether they need help with something or or a brand deal or something. So you're going to get pulled from different directions, and all you could do is do your very best until you could hire someone to kind of handle those additional tasks, which is what I'm in the process of doing now, hiring somebody to respond to all my comments, because of the fact that I can't keep up with them. But just keep in mind, I'm not doing nothing. It's not like I'm doing something that no one else knows. It's not a secret. It's just taking a niche, narrow it down, being very, very specific with your niche, and being intentional when you do stuff, being intentional when you do videos, when you do content, marketing that specific customer all the time. This is how you build a brand. This is how you grow your business, whether you're an Etsy seller or you have your own small business. But this is my experience. This is how I've been able to grow. And this is why I wanted to share with you guys, because there's nothing that you can't do for 2020. It will take some work. Trust me. I mean, it takes a lot of work to do videos, to do keyword research, to do thumbnails, to do the artwork, to still spend time with your family, to still, work out, to still manage your household, to still do so many other things. But it's very rewarding when you are your own boss. It's very rewarding to have, whether it's $500 a month extra or $100 a month or $300 a month extra, that you could say, wow, I'm making $500 extra. I could make some traction with that. I could start paying off, our debt. I could start sending an extra payment for our mortgage, right? To pay it off sooner. I could save that money so eventually I could quit my job and have some money saved up. Whatever your dreams are, don't minimalize and say, well, I don't make that much money. I only make 100. 100 is a start. You make more than other people that don't make any money online. So just keep that in mind. It's just it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's the determination. It's waking up and doing it even when you don't want to do it. Is doing a video even when you're sick, you lost your voice, you have the flu, you have allergies. All that has happened to me. It's doing a video even after you bathe your son, you gave him food, you put him to bed, you're helping your husband that has cancer. You have 2 dogs, one that had ruptured disc like my dog, and you're still pushing yourself through it, right? That's all it takes. It's just the determination. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to succeed? And also, I know this is a kind of cliche, but if you love what you do, it's a lot easier to do. But if you don't like what you do, you're almost like, you're going to hit that wall and you'll be like, oh, screw it. I'm not doing this no more. So as much as a cliche that is, find something that you really like, or find something that you enjoy, and it could turn into a passion as well. It doesn't necessarily have to start as a passion. Mine didn't really start as a passion when I started doing like Etsy and small business, and now it has turned into it, because you never know what's going to turn into what. So just try different things until you find that one thing. I hope that this video will help you get some inspiration and motivation for 2020. Let me know in the comment section if it does. And let me know if you want me to touch base on anything I talked about. I could redo another video on that specific topic. Thank you guys for watching.